This thing is great. I haven't used the full spectrum, no pun intended, of the settings, but so far it is exceeding my expectations. I wasn't sure it was still going to get as warm as I needed after moving it into a bigger enclosed area, but it is definitely holding its own. It's easy to set up and really durable. I rated this unit to my personal experiences. The bad, no directions worth reading. No label or directions for the switches. What one is veg or bloom annoying. It's bright but can't see it producing 1000 watts. My 600 watt is brighter and uses a different LED light. The size is large and thick. The good, quite package was packed well, in fact seems to be built well. Came with glasses. The unit seems to keep cool with a single large fan. It's quite quiet. I'd say it is a nice budget light overall. This is a super cheap light, so adjust your expectations. It's small, and doesn't have much to concentrate or reflect light. Having said that, it works well and it's very affordable. I have a much higher quality 600W LED that overpowers this light, but it's 4 times the cost. This one works well for my small 2x2 tent. For as cheap as this thing is, my plants seem pretty happy. I'm sure they would look better with a higher quality light, but I don't really care. As soon as I got it, my plant perked right up and stayed healthy all the way through harvest. My only complaint is the noise. It's easy to tune out after a while, but there is a constant rattling sound coming from the fan. It's not quiet either. It's way louder than my exhaust fan, and I can't even keep it in my bedroom without going crazy. However, it's a $40 light and you could buy 4 of these for the price of the cheapest Mars Hydra, so I'd say it's a pretty good deal. Great option for budget growers who aren't fazed by a little white noise. Works wonderfully. Is it considerably larger than I thought it would be? Very easy to set up and use, could not be happier. We live in a climate that requires us to bring in our dwarf fruit trees once the temperatures drop below 45 at night. The key lime tree started new blossoms a week after being under the light, and the orange tree had a few, also. The trees seem to be doing quite well, so far. They had existing fruit on them when they were housed, but the fruits were nowhere to being ripe. We hope to get more fruits this year than last year. They were under a similar light and also a different full spectrum, but not as bright light. The fan is quite noisy, but since the lights don't run at night, that is not a problem. 30-day update. Lights still work great. The clicking noise has mostly stopped, but that noise has been supplanted by the fan's high-pitched squeal. When trying to sleep, I can still hear the fan squealing, and I'm on a completely different floor. It's maddening. I'm gonna see if I can perform a little surgery on this unit to get those fans spinning quietly again. Or else I'm getting a different model. This is the type of stuff that turns a regular person into a twitchy-eyed loon. This light works fairly well and it's cheap to boot. It comes with bloom and veg settings, but it's probably better to just leave both sets on. I'd get a couple more of these, but while in operation, it makes the loudest clicking sound, kinda like when your gas engine car is cooling down, that kind of click, and even from other rooms, you can still hear it. Not sure if that's normal, but didn't see anything else mention it. Other than that, I'd give it 5 stars. Packaging is great and you can have it set up and working in 5 minutes.